Hi, my name is Louisa Shermer, and welcome to the Vision High School Sports Beat.
The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by the 9 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships from Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai, Ford, Kia, and Nissan, with locations in Webster, Henrietta, Greece, Penfield, Fairport, and Canandaigua. Online at visionauto.com. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us for the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Every week at this time, we take a comprehensive look at sports in Section 5 in Monroe County. We begin, as always, with our honor roll of high school teams. Our top three for the week. At number 3, Greece Arcadia softball. The Titans claim the Section 5 Class A1 title for outgoing head coach Gary Myers. In dramatic fashion, Amanda Dow, in a walk-off 3-run home run, snapped a 1-1 tie with Pittsford Sutherland in the title game. It was Amanda's first career home run. At number 2, Victor Girls Lacrosse won his first ever Section 5 crown with an 8-7 win over arch nemesis Brighton. And at number 1, Gananda softball. Not only did the Panthers claim their third straight Class C1 Section 5 title, but they did so undefeated, 19-0. Gananda beat Warsaw in the final 11-5. Brianna Walker was the Class MVP. Which brings us to the Pittsford Sutherland baseball diamond for the last men standing. There are precious few teams still on the field. The 2013-14 high school sports year has all but been put to bed, but there are still a few. The Pittsford Sutherland boys baseball team among the last standing. Actually, they're kind of used to this.
The practice after winning a sectional championship is always the most fun practice of the year. And you try to keep it light, but you're also trying to work because although winning a sectional championship is great, our goal every year is to win a state championship. And the kids see that and they acknowledge that, and they're, it's in the rearview mirror and we got games ahead.
What the Knights have accomplished on the dime in the last decade is really quite remarkable. It began in 2005, perhaps not coincidentally, the year Jim Capilupo was named coach.
That first year I had 13 kids. And morale wasn't exceptionally high. They hadn't won a sectional championship in 18 years. And the kids, that first year, they worked. It was different for them in terms of what they were used to. They came in, the field wasn't what it was now, and they fundraised their butts off. They worked hard in practice. They showed the program, the younger kids, this is the way things are going to be done from here on out, and I definitely owe them a huge debt for that.
With winning a championship that first year wasn't enough, Sutherland went on to win 4 straight Section 5 titles, 6 of 7, and 8 of the last 10 when you include this season's championship, which, frankly, wasn't supposed to happen.
We started off the season well and then came back up north from Myrtle Beach, and it was a bit tough. Ran into some good competition, and I think that, luckily by the end of the season we were able to pull things together and just make a run at the right time.
Turning point would probably be first round of sectionals. We played Aquinas and we were down by 3 runs heading into the last inning. We were down 7-4 heading into the bottom of the 7th. And we scored 3 runs to tie it, and then we won in extra innings on a walk-off.
Michael Vanderswag pitched a complete game win over Brighton in the title game at Frontier Field, leaving the potential game-tying and winning runs on base. Michael Pringle had 3 hits, including a 2-run triple, to cap his high school career. Midway through the season, when things weren't so good, did you believe this was still possible?
And I think as a senior I wanted to. I really fought hard to believe that we could still do it, but it wasn't looking good. There was definitely a rift between a lot of the players. Losing is frustrating, but somehow, at the end of the year, we just pulled it all together and we got it done.
Sutherland's championship season was a team effort by every measure, one of which was the naming of the All-Monroe County League team. The Knights were left off it. All of them.
I was first team All-County my senior year, but lost the sectional championship when I was at Fairport. And I told the kids I would trade that first team All-County for a sectional championship my senior year any day of the week, because you know what, your personal, individual glory falls by the wayside as you get older, but it's those championships that you remember, and those group of kids, every one of them to a man, are in line with that idea, and we're clicking on all 4 cylinders right now.
that slight turned out to be the perfect motivating factor.
I know that All County is voted on by a lot of coaches and stuff like that, and I think it doesn't really matter that I didn't get first or second team All County, because at the end of the day I'm holding the trophy and a lot of those coaches aren't.
When we return, it's off to Batavia, home of the Hurdlers, when the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat continues.
Hi, I'm Gunnar Blaze, and you're watching the Vision High School Sports Beat.
Welcome back. Thanks for watching. This is the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat, and I'm Bill Pucko. Time now for our honor roll of high school athletes. Top 3 for the week. At number 3, Taylor Reed, HFL Girls Lacrosse, which won the Class C championship over Penn Yan. Taylor scored a remarkable 7 goals in the 14-9 title game victory. Number 2, Victor Baseball's Dale Wickham had a career day in the section final against Greece Athena. Dale went 4 for 4 and had 9 RBI in the Blue Devils Class AA clinching win, their 4th straight title. And at number 1, Webster Schrader tennis star Matt Gamble. He became the first Section 5 player to win state title since Brighton's Mark Wurtzman back in 1993. Matt is just a sophomore with a big future ahead of him. Which brings us to Batavia, the home of the Hurdlers. It's the little team that can. Since 2003, Batavia has won 21 Section 5 track titles, indoor and out, 3 of them this year. Participation has improved 6-fold under head coach Nick Burke.
I think that our coaches here are committed to the school and the community. We all live in Batavia, we all, work in Batavia, so I think that that's something where, as a coaching staff, working with these kids, our success goes beyond just the wins and losses. We're trying to, build a better, school and impact the community through our track program.
6 Batavia Blue Devils qualified for the state tournament in Division II, led by Alex Egley, who could come back with the state championship in the hurdles. It's like, like the 400 isn't hard enough. How much harder is it when they put the hurdles on?
Oh, well, it slows you down a lot. You got to have a step count. Like the other day, I was just focused on getting into the meet. I was stuttering because going over with the right leg is what you want to do. So I was just stuttering to get that. That alone can drop your time like a whole second or two. Having to actually go at 400 pace with hurdles in the way, that's hard. And when you're really feeling the burn in your legs the last 150 meters trying to lift the leg up, it's a brutal event.
Sometimes as a coach, we try to, be cautious because you don't want them doing too much. You don't want them to overextend themselves. And doing 4 events at states, it was like, you sure you want to do 4 events at states? At that level, it's very difficult to do. But he wants to do all 4, and he's going to be upset if he doesn't win all 4.
Assistant coach Aaron Sherman keeps his hurdlers on track. He's been at this 6 years now. Batavia always has good hurdlers. Do the math. Egley's workout partner is sophomore Marissa Dispenza, who also qualified for the states in the girls' 100-meter hurdles. Do you share anything with Alex? Do you guys kind of work together or share tips or things like that with the events?
We are each other's lucky block holders. We always have each other's blocks, and yeah, we both hate 400 hurdles and love 100 hurdles. It's pretty much what we share.
Junior Devin Kopp, who throws the discus, and Batavia's 4x100 relay team also qualified for the trip to Cicero.
We spend a lot of time doing handoffs, and each runner has to do their own part. Has to be a good leg, but the handoffs are a crucial part. You want to get the baton at the handoff at the fastest point in the curve. So, just the handoffs really is a special part.
Brandon Stevenson was Batavia's football star. He's going to play ball at Cortland next year. He runs the lead leg of the relay. Egley the anchor. They each run the 100. Alex wins, but both benefit.
We're pretty good friends. We've been on track since back in modified, but I've never been the best, that's for sure. But we compete every day. He's always pushing me to get better. I push him to get better. Each day's a challenge.
Do you ever like kid him and says, what are you going to be in my way for? If you weren't here, right?
I was actually talking to him on the way back from state quals, and I thanked him for always pushing me and helping me get better, and along with Coach Burke, and just keeping making us get better each day.
When we return, Kim Bernsen of the Break Room on WCMF has our final Vision Making the Grade nominee of the year.
Hi, I'm Lucky Edwards. You're watching the Vision's High School Sports Beat.
Welcome back to the Vision Automotive High School Sports Beat. I'm Kim Bernsen. Making the Grade is brought to you by the 9 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships, proud to be Rochester's #1 selling automotive group. This week we honor Catherine Wu for making the grade. Catherine is a junior and student athlete at Churchville Chili High School. She's an NHS member and is enrolled in multiple AP courses, leading to her becoming a scholar athlete in both varsity soccer and lacrosse. As a junior, she qualified for second team All-County in lacrosse and helped her team win their Monroe County Division final this season. However, athletics aren't the only thing keeping Catherine busy. If her good grades weren't enough, she further highlights her intelligence by her participation in her school's math league and spends time after school helping raise bullying awareness through the Friends of Rachel Club. There she speaks to younger students about the negative effects associated with bullying. Catherine hopes to make a difference not only in her high school, but her community as well. She frequently volunteers at her church and assists in putting together care packages for soldiers to be sent overseas through the American Legion. It is her incredible hard work and willingness to better herself, as well as those around her, that has earned Catherine Wu this week's Making the Grade. If you have an idea for our Making the Grade segment, a team or individuals making contributions off the playing field, you can contact us at info@classywolf.com. I'm Kim Bernsen, and here's Bill with a look at our Section 5 calendar.
The high school sports year is over, but that doesn't mean that there aren't things to do out there. To start, how about volunteering at the Challenger Baseball World Series? The Challenger programs contribute to the quality of life for individuals with disabilities. Games will be held at Frontier Field on Saturday morning, June 15th. They always need volunteers, and it's a great organization to get involved with. We're moving into the summer camp season. Soccer Anyone, the Rochester Lancers of the new Major Arena Soccer League, will hold 6 clinics this summer in various locations, beginning with a July 14th camp at Total Sports Experience in Gates. Call the team with questions. University of Rochester holds a series of summer camps beginning as early as June the 23rd. Baseball, basketball, football, lacrosse, tennis, soccer, swimming, and volleyball. Check them out on the web. Just some of the events that you should consider taking in this summer. Up next, making a play for perfection. It's our Salino and Barnes All-Sports High School Game of the Week, Brockport and Penfield softball.
Hi, I'm John Clark, and this is Vision High School Sports Beat.
The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by Salino and Barnes. Car accident? Don't wait. Call 888-8888. Call Salino and Barnes today. Welcome back to the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. This portion of the Sports Beat brought to you by Salino and Barnes, your personal injury attorneys. The Section 5 Class AA softball title game was certainly a contrast in teams. Brockport had won 14 times more than Penfield had in the regular season. But they met in the championship game. It's our Salino and Barnes All-Sports High School Game of the Week. Early this softball season, Penfield would have made Cinderella look pretentious. It was that bad. Minus their best player, Leah Crockett, the Patriots stumbled to a 3-15 regular season.
We were getting pounded. We had 2 young pitchers going that gave us their all. We were shuffling our lineup around. We had 3 freshmen starting and just trying to find their identity after losing 7 starters last year.
But then Crockett came back. Her return in May failed to produce instant results. Pitching against Victor, the Division I bound junior gave up 7 runs and walked 11.
Right from the start, I just wanted to play really bad. But I think that everyone on this team really was just so supportive, and everyone stepped up, every single player, and everyone just worked their hardest. And I think that it all just kind of came together in the end.
Seeded 14th in the Class AA tournament draw, Penfield got hot, won 3 games, and found itself facing mighty Brockport in the title game.
It's no different than the NCAA tournament. You get those Cinderella teams and no apologies, absolutely, you said it best. we didn't think one bit. We knew we should be here. Guess what? And if we weren't here, it's, we'll figure out how to get here.
Brockport has pedigree. The Blue Devils won sectionals a year ago and are ranked second in the state.
And then the one and done situation doesn't matter who you're playing. We approached our quarterfinal game the same way we approached this one, is that we got to come out, we got to play as hard as we can, we got to play our game, and then let the chips fall. Records aside, doesn't really matter. We didn't look at it that way.
With Crockett on the mound, the game was scoreless into the bottom of the third inning. Brockport's leadoff hitter, Brooke Falchion, got a hit, stole second, bringing up catcher Shelby Perry.
Well, it was really stressful at first because I was pretty nervous because there's just a ton of people here watching. But then you just got to think you got to take a deep breath, just a game, and just get it done for your team.
Perry smacked a single to left. Falchion on the move was sent home with the throw coming from Penfield's Emma Willer. The swipe tag attempt by Nicole Sheffer just missed. Brockport was on the board.
It was very close. I was deciding to slide, but I had confidence in myself, and then everything else, I don't know. Oh.
The feeling with when you've got Julia on the mound, you figure a lot of times one run's going to be enough, right?
Yeah, she's a very strong pitcher. She'll go so far. I'm so proud of her, and even when they get a hit, our team pulls through. It's amazing.
Julia DiMartino, co-player of the year on the All-Greater Rochester team a year ago, breezed through the fourth, struck out the last two of the inning. She hadn't allowed a hit and was just getting warm. In the bottom half of that inning, Brockport threatened to score again. An error put Shannon Allen on second base. She was successfully bunted over to third by Anna Fisher with one out. The suicide squeeze was on. When the batter fails to make contact, well, that's why they call it the suicide squeeze. Allen was finally put out, and Brockport didn't score. In the fifth, Penfield's Yareli Santiago got hold of the pitch. Lining out to center, that was the hardest ball hit all day.
I've had a rough season hitting this year. It's been a little while for me, but it felt good to finally get contact, and it felt good because I know she's a great pitcher, and she pitched a really good game, and it was good to make some contact.
You must have thought that was a hit off the bat.
Oh yeah.
For DiMartino, it was 15 up, 15 down, perfect through 5, with Brockport clinging to that 1-0 lead. When you get the run, I know a lot of your teammates probably think it's over. Julia's got it under control. Is that kind of what sneaks into your head too? Okay, there's my run.
No, honestly, whenever we get a run, I was hoping we would get more, but one's enough, I guess.
Meanwhile, Penfield kept making plays behind Crockett. Third baseman Megan Browning with a nice stop. Crockett, for her part, worked through 6 innings with a 3-hitter. You pitched a good game, I think a really good game. I think it was a 3-hitter. When you're pitching against Julia and your margin for error is so small, what's that like for you?
I think that it's all you just got to be focused. I mean, she is just one heck of a pitcher. I mean, I grew up playing against her, playing with her, and she brought it today, and I think we all tried our best.
DiMartino carried her perfect game to the 7th and final inning. Penfield's second hitter was Sheffer. A sophomore led the Patriots with 12 home runs this year, and she just missed a couple of pitches, fouling them straight back. But Shefford struck out and Penfield was down to its last batter. Crockett. DiMartino got her too. Julia struck out 14, including the last 5, for her 5th no-hitter of the season, her 2nd perfect game.
Honestly, I didn't know I had one until after the game. I wasn't really keeping track of anything. I was just going with the game. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
1-0 was the final. Brockport with back-to-back Section 5 titles, pushing past Penfield to get it.
It's amazing. I can't even describe it. I'm just so happy and I'm so proud of my team. And we've done a lot of hard work in the off-season. And, I actually think we deserve this. But Penfield gave us a great shot. They're a great team.
We would like to thank our SportsBeat sponsorship partners, Rosalino and Stephen Barnes, your personal injury attorneys, and the 9 dealerships of the Vision Automotive Group. They all make the SportsBeat possible.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week
for the best of our spring sports special.